Hello everyone, my name is Suhail Ahtesham. I am Assistant Professor in Management Studies. Welcome to my 16th lecture on the subject Management Process and Organizational Behavior. In today's lecture, we will be discussing on the topic System Approach, the introduction and diagrammatic presentation of System Approach. Let's start with the topic in detail. Introduction to System Approach. System approach considers an organization as a system consisting of various subsystems which are dynamic in nature and interrelated to each other. So, according to system approach, every formal organization is divided and subcategorized into various subsystems. Right? So there are various subsystems in every formal organization who are dynamic in nature and interrelated to each other. A system is a set of interrelated and interdependent elements which is composed of hierarchy of subsystems. Right. So all these elements, all these interrelated and interdependent elements which are known as subsystems in a formal organization are composed for a hierarchy of the subsystems. An organization can be consisted a system composed of several subsystems such as production department, marketing department, finance department, HR department, and so on. Right. So here, according to system approach, the complete business, the complete enterprise is said to be a system, and various sub-departments, various departments in those system in the business, maybe HR department, production department, finance department, or any other department is said to be the subsystem of that particular system, of that particular enterprise. Each subsystem further includes several components which are known as further subsystems. Right. So in every subsystem, in every department, there are further more components in it, which are known as further subsystems of the organization. Right. This approach provides a unified focus on organizational effort. It gives manager a way to look at the organization as a whole. Right. So this concept of system and subsystem will be more clear if I show you a diagram. Here you can see a diagram which shows system and subsystem. Right. The complete business, the overall enterprise is said to be a system. Right. And the various department in this business, in this enterprise, is said to be subsystems of the business. Right. Subsystems of the business can be of any field, any department like marketing department, production department, HR department, finance department, and so on. So these all are the subsystem of this particular system. Right. Further components of the department of these departments, are also known as further subsystems. Right. For example, if I discuss an example of marketing department, right. So in marketing department, in marketing subsystem, there are subdivision and subcategorization in that particular department. Like in marketing department, we have work related to advertising, sales, promotion, and so on. Right. So there is sub classification and subdivision on division of work of the particular department, and within the department, within the organization. Right. So it is said to be further subsystem of a subsystem. Right. So these things are interrelated to each other. Right. If I give you another example of another department, maybe the HR department. The HR department is said to be a subsystem of a system, and further, the HR department as a subsystem consists of various components which are also known as further subsystems, right? And in HR department we have the activities like related to employment, training, development, and appraisals of the employees. So all these related divisions, all these related things are known as further subsystem in the organization, right? So basically all these things are interrelated, and all the system and subsystems are interrelated and interconnected to each other. And the subsystem in every subsystem, every department has to communicate, coordinate, and has to manage, make a balance between each other, and cooperative effort. There must be cooperative and group effort between each other for proper working of organizational goals and objective, right? So basically here subsystems, all the various departments in the organization are working differently for a common objective but for different goals, right? There is a difference between goals and objectives. Objectives are, objective is one, that is earning of profit, that is achievement of organizational goal. For achievement of organizational goals are many, right? Goals are departmental goals, right? So every department, maybe marketing manager is responsible, the goals of marketing manager is to related to marketing field, right? And the goals of accounts and finance manager is to related to liquidity related matters, right? So goals are many, and by achieving these goals in an efficient manner, we can reach the objective, we can reach the profit, right? It is not possible for an organization if the goals of the organization are unfilled and the organization can reach up to the objective, right? So for achieving the objective we have to fulfill the goals, right? The goals are many, objective is one. Objective is profit and goals is achievement of the departmental goals of the organization, right? So basically here the complete business is known as a system, right? And the various subsystems are the subclassification of this system, right? Now coming forward, system approach consists of organization as a dynamic and interrelated set of parts, right? All these things, all this system and subsystem is very dynamic and very interrelated to each other, and all are working together for a common objective, right? All subsystems are working for achievement of organizational goals, and if the organizational goals are achieved in an efficient way, then we can reach the organizational objective, that is profit, right? So it is interrelated and interdisciplinary process, right, which is said to be a dynamic process in the formal organization, right? Each part represent a department which is said to be a subsystem, right? Each subsystem has its components, right? Each organization has the various department which is subsystem, and each department has further components which is said to be further subsystem, right? So continuous and effective interaction of subsystem give to attain goals of the department, and which makes an organization to achieve the objective of the enterprise, right? So all the subsystems are working, all the managers, all the employees in these subsystems are working for achievement of organizational goals, right? And so that if the organizational goals can be achieved in an efficient and effective manner, then we can reach the objective of the organization. The objective of the organization is earning of profit by sales and sales in the market, and by providing right quality of goods and services to the customers in the society, right? So this is all about the system and subsystem related things, right? Let's continue. A system may be categorized as closed system and open system. Now beyond that, a system and subsystem, the system approach is also categorized in two different ways, two different categorization, that is closed system and open system. Now what is closed system and what is open system? Closed system is self-dependent and does not have any interaction with the external environment, right? Here The major difference between closed and open system is closed system does not have any link and any interaction with the external environment for working day-to-day working in the organization, whereas open system is related to the involvement of the external environment in the working on the day-to-day activities, right? So here closed system, it is related to self-dependent concept in which there is no interaction between external environment of the business, right? Physical and mechanical system are closed system, right? a closed system a closed system concentrates completely on internal relationship, right? All the internal relationship within the organization and within the subsystems are said to be the closed system, and which are related to integration of this data internally, and there is no third party interference, there is no external environment interference in closed system, right? So interaction between the subsystems is only possible in closed system, right? Coming towards the open system. Open system is a system which has active interference with the external environment, right? It draws input and is related to conversion of this input conversion of this input to finished goods, and then serve to the final goods to the goods and services to the society, right? So here an open system is responsible for conversion of raw material into finished product by various factors of production who are involved in conversion of this raw material into finished product, the manpower and the non-living things which are available in the market and which are available by the organization, so that the organization can produce the productivity and can gain the output, right? So the open system, the main difference between open and closed system is, in open system there is open interference of the external environment, external parties in day-to-day working in the organization, right? It can be easily understood with the help of a diagram. I will show you a diagram in regard of this. It responds to the change in the environment through the feedback mechanism. That's why modern authors considered organization as an open system, right? Let's see the diagram. Here you can see a system approach to management, right? In system approach to management, here you can see input, transformation process and output, right? In input there are the factors of production. Factors of production is manpower, machinery, method, material and money. So these all 5 M's, the the manpower, the living things and all the non-living things, the combination, the collaboration of all these factors of production is created in input, right? After that, transformation, right? Conversion of this input with the help of manpower for output. Output is products and services to the market, right? So here you can see the blue portion. All this blue portion is said to be the closed system, right? Closed system. In closed system there is no interference of external party, that is environment, external environment, right? So blue, you can see the blue portion over here in the diagram. It shows the closed system. In closed system, all the employees, all the workers in the organization can interact each other. All the subsystem can interact each other and work each other, and they can make utilize of the existing raw material, existing processes, and can produce with the help of this existing products, right? But cannot interact directly with the external environment. An external environment itself will not interact to the closed system, whereas in open system concept there is open interaction and there is more open relation between the environment, the external environment of the business, right? If we talk about the business, suppose if I talk about the individual first, and the individual person is also having the internal and external factor. The internal factor of the individual person is the body part, the lungs, heart, the intestine, and all the body parts are the internal environment, and all the external environment of the particular single person is about the atmosphere, the air, water, the raining, right? That are the said to be the external aspect of the individual aspect, right? Likewise, in the business also, the internal aspects are said to be the factors of production, the environment, the internal environment, the internal policies and plans of the organization, right? And external factors are said to be the micro and macro factors, which are related to the governmental factors, governmental norms. It is related to customers, it is related to consumers, and suppliers, distributors, right? So these all are said to be the external parties, right? So here many authors have defined this business is said to be an open system, because in business there is a major role of external environment, so that we can get the feedback from this external environment about the product and services which we have kept in the market for sale, so that we can produce in the right manner, we can produce up to the expectation of the customer, right? So for a formal organization, for a successful business, the business is said to be an open system rather than a closed system. Closed system is only conversion of raw material, and there is no communication or interaction and involvement of the third party, that is external environment. Whereas in open system, there is free interaction, and there is free link between the various parties, the external environment and the business. That's why business is said to be an open system in a environment, in a competitive market, right? Coming forward, therefore, system approach or system theory provide a framework to understand interaction between various subsystems and visualize anticipated consequences of such interaction. Right. So therefore, the business is said to be a open system, right, in which the needs and wants of the customers and the societies are also taken care, and they have to produce accordingly, right? With a system perspective, managers can more easily maintain a balance between the needs of various parts of the enterprise and the goals of the enterprise as a whole, right? So what are the various goals of the enterprise, what are the goals and expectations of the individual persons, of the employees working for the organization, and what are the expectations of the customer with the organization. So all these things can be possible if there will be open systems in the market, right? So business, an enterprise, a successful business is said to be an open system in an organization, which have a direct relationship among the external environment for letting know the needs and wants of the individual, of the society as a whole, so that the business can produce in an efficient and effective manner for achievement of organizational goals in long run, and for providing of right quality of goods and services to the society, right? So this is all about this lecture of system approach, right? Hope you have understood this lecture, and for more related videos, do like, share and subscribe my channel, and thanks for watching my video. Thank you so much.